Disco Bob has a day job at the Trade Center. Somebody's excited. I'll have what she's having. Yeah, tonight, as a special Studio 54 send-off, Disco Bob has agreed to provide us with a one-night only comedy routine. Let's take a look how he got here.
Yeah, that's perfect. I like that. There you go. That's what was good.
I don't know anybody who's going to want us to have in these shoes that I'm wearing tonight. My name's Robert Logan, and for the evening I'm becoming Rob Disco Bob Logan.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
I'm somebody who loves Seinfeld. Certainly his form of humor is something that I like. Stand-up comedy is what I'm going to attempt to do, and I'll let the audience decide whether or not I'm successful.
Just a little bit of laugh.
As long as there's no wick with that, all right? There's two reasons that I chose comedy. One is I can't carry a tune worth a lick. My philosophy for my own mental health is I like to see the humor in every day. No matter how bad things are, how stressful things get, I look for a laugh at some point. I thought it was a good fit for the cause that we're here supporting tonight. And certainly I can honestly say a challenge, not anything that I ever aspired to do. Last night, for instance, jumped out of bed at 2 and spent about 45 minutes writing some material down because it was just racing through my head. So I can honestly say that when February 16th rolls around, I'll be happy. I still have more prep to do, and I think I'll be working on it right up until the night of, and I'll be working on it right through my moments on stage. Different Stage of Mind is an event that brings people, I think, to champion the cause, bring awareness to something that needs further awareness. It just gets people talking. If I'm not funny and nobody laughs, they will laugh later. Hopefully they've enjoyed the evening. The second objective is the funds we're raising is there to provide the support that's needed. And then thirdly, enjoy the singing, the dancing, the laughter. Enjoy it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Different Stage of Mind is pleased to introduce a ruthless businessman, a mover and a shaker, a wheeler dealer, always asking for your money. Try to keep a straight face as we welcome to the stage, Rob Disco Bob Logan.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Steve. Support we shut that down. Moves like that, I'm afraid of getting recruited for Dancing with the Stars. I see you looking at my suit. Probably wondering how much this costs. I can tell you this jacket alone is worth more than $53,000. I know you saw a video that tells you why I'm here tonight, why I'm up on stage, but I thought I'd take a minute just to tell you how I actually got here on stage tonight. My agent is to thank for me being here. His name, Alexander Keith. That's right. Last year I was sitting in the crowd just like you, sir, having a couple of cold ones. Enjoying the show. By the end of the night I thought, I might like to participate. Seemed like a good idea at the time. My only mistake was when I went out the door, I bumped into Robert Zedd. I told him of my ambition. He pounced all over it. He made me feel like a star. Like he does with everybody that has no talent. So I have some advice for you tonight if you're in the crowd and you feel like you might come up here and want to fill these shoes next year. Maybe not these shoes. Wait until tomorrow before you make that decision. Because not only did I have to develop a routine, I had to raise $40,000. City of Halifax, small city, especially when you're trying to fundraise alongside the men with the deep pockets. It's a good thing most of them have short arms. I'd like to pay tribute to my mentors in comedy. Those that have crested this very stage before me. How many of you in the crowd were here 3 years ago? Yeah. Okay, so there's a few of you. I remember a good friend of mine, Dennis Campbell, who was the pioneer of comedy at different stage of mine. He's here tonight. His rendition of Angus the Fisherman was a big hit. The only part of his act that kind of confused me was he called one of our city's great philanthropists, Colin McDonald of Clearwater Seafoods, an arsehole. Not once, several times. I found it ironic because we all know there's only one ass in Ambassador. So, I gotta tell you a little bit about my jacket. My jacket tonight represents my sponsors for the evening. And they've stepped up to support this worthy cause. So, if you're in the crowd, and I actually approached you for a donation, and you said no, I'd be concerned. Consider this a little insurance policy. But the good news is it's not too late. There's a desk at the back. You can go back and make a donation. Might be the best money you ever spent. Now, how many of you were here last year? Yeah? So you might remember my other mentor in comedy, Ron Lovett, who crested the stage. I talked to Ron not too long ago. He had hoped to be here tonight, but he couldn't make it. Apparently, he's busy. Oh, Ron, you should have made a donation when you had the chance. Now, I need to reach out, because my kids are in the audience tonight. My daughter, Emma's 15, my son, Fulton's 13. Yes, 2 teenagers, lots of fun. And for those of you that don't know them, they're the ones that are saying, is Dad done yet? Is Dad done yet? Yeah, imagine that. Dad embarrassing teenage kids. No, I've enjoyed parenting at all stages. Especially the teenage years. You just need to know how to communicate with your kids. I'll give you an example. The other night I was making dinner. My kids were 15 feet away from me in the den. They're watching TV, they're listening to their iPod, texting with friends and doing their homework. Modern day multitasking, I call it. When I finished cooking, I said, dinner's ready, no reaction. Dinner's ready, they didn't budge. So I grabbed my BlackBerry off the island and I sent them a text. Dinner is ready. No sooner did I hit send, both of them sprung up, looked at me like, Dad, what the heck? And that's what I mean. You gotta know how to talk to your kids. Now, it kind of makes me wonder what stand-up comedy is gonna look like in 5 years' time when my kids come up and crest this stage. I think it's gonna look something like this. LOL, thank you very much, sir. You must be on the Rogers Network. The lady next to you is on TELUS because she hasn't received the joke yet.
Oh, he's good.
Now, four years ago, I found myself single again. Yeah, I had a separation. Yeah, and I'm sure a few people in here can relate to that. It's a tough thing to go through. You don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's hard when you're talking to somebody and say, oh, by the way, I'm now separated. I can still remember the day my ex-wife moved out of the house, and I'm standing in front of the doorway to my formal living room, largest room in my house, and I'm looking around, and there's not a stitch of furniture in the room. And I'm trying to figure out, what am I going to do with this room? Now, friends of mine that had gone through the same thing, first thing they did was go out and buy a 50-inch big screen, make themselves feel better. It wasn't in the budget for me. So I'm standing there pondering what I should do. All of a sudden it occurs to me, Kijiji, for $100, I bought a ping pong table. Filled the room. Kids and I were playing all the time. Tournaments, friends came over. It was the main room. We were having a ball. The room never got used so much. And the other good thing about it was when people came over that didn't know I was separated and they came through my entryway and looked into my living room and saw a ping pong table, they'd turn to me and say, is there something you're not telling us? Of course, I'm engaged. I'm going to be married, yes, thank you. Getting married on June 29th, and actually my fiance is here in the crowd as well tonight with my kids. We're still engaged, right? Okay. So, anyway, you probably guessed it. Ping pong table is folded up in the garage. And we've got a bunch of nice furniture in the formal living room that we never sit on. Things are back to normal. No, I'm really looking forward to the wedding. Actually, I'm kind of thinking it might be the next time that I get to wear this suit. Weddings can be expensive. If your company logo happens to be on this suit, expect a call. That's right. No, the real reason that I'm looking forward to getting married is because second time around, I think I figured it out. You know, the key to a successful relationship, thank you. The key to a successful relationship is communication. And it's not just about knowing how to talk to your spouse, no. It's understanding your spouse's thoughts. Let me give you an example. I like to play golf. Play a lot of golf. Early tea time on the weekend, 7 a.m. usually, Saturday, Sunday. Alarm goes off at 6. I spring out of bed, jump into the clothes that I've laid out the night before, get all ready to go. I lean over, give my honey bunny a kiss, and I head out the door.
And now, 1 minute inside a woman's head.
6:15, Sunday. Really? Just once I'd like to sleep in on the weekend. The one day I have to relax and I can't. The dog needs to go for a walk because he thinks it's time to start the day. Damn golf game. I don't know what's so exciting about chasing a little white ball around for hours. I know what's going to happen when he gets home from golf. He's going to turn on the TV and watch whatever fourth round of the tournament is. Really? Play golf for 4 hours? Then watch golf for 4 hours? What about that deck we were going to build? Talked about it for months. Build it himself, he said. Save some money, he said. Just needs a little time. A few less golf games, that deck could be done by now. By noon today, I'll have cleaned the floors, dusted the whole house, finished the laundry, and walked and fed the dog because my day started at 6:15.
And now, 1 minute inside a man's head.
I wonder if I'm going to break 80 today. Thank you very much. You've been great.
Disco Bob's performance brought to you by Lloyd Clark, Granite Springs, Coca-Cola, Lindsay Construction, Premier Van Lines, Ocean Contractors, Pico, AML Communications, Park West Dental, Creative Curve, Rogers, Hillcrest, United Sign, Deloitte, Clearwater, Alexander Keys, Benavie Blue Cross, PCL Constructors, TD Canada Trust, Scotia Bank, Glow Parties, Acklands Granger, Go Gold. Special thanks to Casino Nova Scotia Showgirls. And last but not least, Ambassadors.
That was Disco Bob! Thank you, ladies. Wow! Disco Bob.